Yeah. We rolling deep across our 10 in the dirty South, where the rivers blend from Lake Charles to Baton Rouge. We riding with the Saints under them southern skies. We hustle hard, ain't no time to stop. Drive to the top, it's our time to shine. From Nola's heart, we redefine the grind. Southwest Louisiana, stand up proud. With every beat, we bring the heat, hear the crowd. From Houston streets to Lafayette, Long McNeese. Right, let the raging cages flow. DJ Dirty South, turn it up loud. Murder her vibes, yeah, we make our proud. Get on the bus, we coming alive. Drive to the top, it's our time to shine. From Nola's heart, we redefine the grind. Southwest Louisiana, stand up proud.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to a breaking edition of On the Go right here, a part of Driving to the Top Productions, Dirty South Entertainment, and the College Huddle. It's Marcus, but I also go by Marky Mark in Dirty South. I come to you on Friday, August 14th, 2026 for a tribute episode. Didn't think I was going to be doing this one already. Who would have thought? And first thing I woke up to this morning was some sad, tragic news. The state of Louisiana's mourning. The entire college baseball world and the world of baseball was mourning the loss of one of the all-time greats in the legendary Skip Bertman, who passed away at around 1 a.m. this morning at Baton Rouge General Hospital, surrounded by his daughters at the age of 88 and family members as well. I'm here to come talk about my love for Skip, talk about some of his greatest accomplishments and everything he's done for LSU baseball and whatnot. He turned that program into a dynasty, especially within the 90s and whatnot. But before we go any further, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You can find me on X at DirtySouthENT_. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Of course, Driving to the Top Productions as well. You can find them on Facebook, X, Instagram, and whatnot. And even follow the College Huddle as well. I'm going to give them guys some shout outs too. You can find them actually. I know they have an X account. I just got to – it's going to be hard to memorize, but it's at College Huddle. That should be easy to remember. So, yeah, you want to give love to one of the largest community of independent college sports on X. Go follow the College Huddle on X. Your number one source for fan-driven college podcasts is the College Huddle. So, I ain't going to really talk Rogue Energy and Poggers, but they are official sponsors of the show, the official gaming drink, Rogue Energy, and, of course, Poggers, the official vitamin supplement. The promo code, of course, is OTG if you want to get 10% off of your order, whether you go to poggers.shop, rogueenergy.com, or download Rogue Energy app on any mobile device. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about one of the all-time greats in the baseball world. Born Stanley Bertman, but was known as Skip. He was born May 23rd, 1938 in Detroit, Michigan, but was raised in Miami, Florida. What people didn't know before y'all knew his baseball story. He once played football in high school. He went to Miami Beach High. I don't know what position he played. I just saw him in a football uniform wearing number 83. So maybe he was a tight end. He could have been a wide receiver, could have been a defensive back. But he was known for baseball. He played catcher, outfielder, but played his college career from 1958 to 1960 at the University of Miami. Following 5 years after playing at Miami, he went coach high school baseball first. He went back to his alma mater, Miami Beach High School, for 10 seasons from 1965 to 1975. He coached at Miami Beach High, where he did win a state championship and 2 state runner-ups. He was named the Florida High School Coach of the Year 3 times at his alma mater. Based in part of these coaching credentials, he went to work as a recruiting coordinator, pitching coach, and associate head coach at his alma mater, the University of Miami, from 1976 to 1983 under Ron Frazier, who did win a national championship during his time in Miami, and that was back in 1982. Following that 1982 College World Series, he orchestrated one of the most famous plays in college baseball history. They called the Phantom Pickoff Play, or known as the Grand Illusion, which resulted in Wichita State's Phil Stevenson being thrown out at second base. I've actually seen that clip once. If it's on YouTube, go check it out. It's like one of those iconic plays that like had your jaw drop. Well, he was at the time. We're gonna go take a trip back to the 80s in Baton Rouge. At the time, LSU had an athletic director by the name of Bob Brohead, who brought in Skip Bertman as the new head coach for LSU in 1983. And since then, it was just all gas, no brakes. He turned that program into a baseball powerhouse, guiding the Tigers to 16 NCAA tournament appearances, 11 College World Series appearances, 7 SEC championships, and 5 national championships in just 18 seasons. And during his run, I mean, he coached LSU from 1984 to 2001. During that long stretch, only twice in his coaching career, Skip never took LSU to the playoffs, and that was his first year in 84 and in 87. Any other time, it was either regional, super regional, but majority of that run, he took the team to Omaha. So I'm going to say this. The first national title came in 1991, where he defeated, I think it was Wichita State. Actually, I should have brought the paper article, but I can tell you I have like 2 copies. Well, I would say 2 copies. I have that one copy when it was a 6-pack, when they won their 6, and then I have the 7-pack when they won it again in 2023. But I know for a fact they won their first 2 against the same team. They beat Wichita State in 1991 and again in 1993. They won the first one 6-3. And they won the second one. I think it says 8-0 on there. Yes, 8-0. That was the final score in that one. Then you fast forward through again 3 years later. He brings them back in 1996 to win their 3rd national championship, and they did that against his alma mater, the University of Miami, to win their 3rd national title. That one looked like it was a hell of a ball game. 9-8 was the final. And I got a few stories and memories I'm going to share on here. But the only time in program history, he brought them back-to-back national championships in Omaha in 1996 and then again in 1997 when they went back to the national championship, winning their 4th national title, defeating Alabama 13-6 was the final in that one. And then after that, let's just say they've made it to Omaha. They had a nice stretch from – they had 3 straight appearances in Omaha, but after 97, they went back in 98 where they made it to the College World Series, but they did not win it. They came in second. Being shy of going to the national championship, so they got eliminated in the semifinals. But 2000 was the last time that Skip Bertman ever won a national championship with the Fighting Tigers. He won his 5th national title in 2000, defeating Stanford. I think it was, you know what? I'm gonna cheat here. I don't want to have to like zoom in like this, see what the final score was, but I know they won the national title in 2000. The final score was 6-5. So that was a tight game. They beat Stanford 6-5 in that one. But in his final season in 2001, he brought them to Super Regionals. And that was the end of his coaching career. But overall, I mean, talk about an outstanding appearance in his coaching career. 870 wins, 330 losses, and 3 ties. His SEC coaching record, 328 wins, 159 losses and 2 draws. That was under his reign as 5-time national champions. That's not including the title they won in 2009 under Paul Mainieri, defeating Texas, and the 2 Jay Johnson won in 2023 against Florida and 2025 against Coastal Carolina. But just a couple of achievements before I get to like what happened after his coaching career at LSU. Skip Bertman, like I said, he outside of college baseball, he led Team USA to a bronze medal in the 1996 Summer Olympic Games. They finished with a 6-1 record and a victory over Nicaragua. So he was an assistant at that one. He wasn't the head baseball coach, but he was one of the assistants. But like I said, I mentioned before, 11 College World Series appearances, 5-time national champion, 7 SEC championships, NCAA tournament record of 89-29, the highest winning percentage in NCAA history, 2-time Baseball Coach of the Year, or Baseball America Coach of the Year, 5-time Collegiate Baseball Coach of the Year, and 7-time SEC Coach of the Year. But this is what made him so special. He was so loved in Baton Rouge. When he got there in 1983, he never left. He stayed until the day he passed, which was early this morning. After his run as a head coach, he was immediately promoted to athletic director, and he was the athletic director for LSU from 2001 to 2008. He was inducted in the College Baseball Hall of Fame in 2006. A couple other honors. He was inducted into the University of Miami Sports Hall of Fame in 1994. He was inducted into the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame in 2002, the LSU Athletic Hall of Fame in 2011. He was also elected to the American Baseball Coaches Association Hall of Fame in 2003 and was a member of the, like I said, inducted into the inaugural, I forgot that part, the inaugural College Baseball Hall of Fame in 2006. And Baseball American poll published in 1999, he was voted the second greatest college baseball coach of the 20th century, behind Rod Dedeaux of USC. Now, I'm going to jump the gun here. I was going to bring this up if I would have had someone to talk to. If I had a Mount Rushmore of some of the greatest college baseball coaches of all time, that was 2 guys right there. You would have to put Skip Bertman up there. I'd put Rod Dedeaux up there from USC. I would also probably throw in Mike Martin from Florida State, and I'd throw in Augie, if I'm saying his name right, Augie Garrido from Texas. He coaching at Cal State Fulton. That would have been my Mount Rushmore of the greatest college baseball coaches of all time. You got to put Skip Bertman up there. He took a program who never won something and turned them into a dynasty and one of the most highest valued baseball programs in the country and of all time in the college world. So that's some of the accomplishments and achievements I could say about him. I don't plan on keeping this too long. I just wanted to come and share my thoughts about the man. A very wonderful person. I was lucky enough to go to his LSU's baseball camp in my final years of being 8 years old before turning 9. I went to LSU's baseball camp in 1998 following that trip to Omaha, and that was kind of a birthday surprise with what I remember. I didn't know nothing about it. I just remember getting surprised like, oh, as an early birthday present, we're going to send you to LSU baseball camp. And I was excited. Like a kid on Christmas Day, I was going to get to see Skip Bertman for the first time, get to see guys I loved watching from Eddie Firmus to Josh Dalton, Trey McClure, just to name a few from that 1998 team. It was a fun experience. My first time ever in Alex Box. The old Alex Box, by the way, in 1998. Got to attend his baseball camp, and I actually got a few pictures I want to share with you guys from that camp. And let me tell you, this was – so 1998 was 28 years ago. 28 years ago, I'm talking about – look how young he looked compared to me. I was compared to him. This was me at 8 years old with the legendary man himself, Skip Bertman. Everyone who attended that camp got a chance to take a picture with him solo. So how this day went, I can remember, was when we all got there, they were different age groups. And each group had a time session to take their group photo sometime in the morning, and we took them in the bleachers they had in the outfield at the old Alex Box. whoever our players were that instructed us. And I can tell you one of my instructors was Trey McClure, a guy I wanted to meet. He was one of my instructors for the camp. I was in the the 7-8-year-old group. So like I was kind of one of the older guys in that group, and we took our team picture. And then following that, we were all like standing in line on like behind home plate, waiting to take a picture with him on the mound. He was just sitting there. And before you walked up there, I wish I still had this to show, but I don't know what I did with it. And one thing I have on me, I will show you that I've had since. Before you went up there to meet him and take your picture with him, and he'll talk with you and ask you a baseball question or whatnot, or if you want to ask him something, they would give you a baseball, and he'll sign that baseball for you after he takes your picture. As you can see how my hands were kind of holding down, I was holding my ball in my hand. You just don't see it. But after I took my picture with him, he signed it. I don't really remember what he asked me, and I don't probably remember what I asked him, but it was a pleasure. That was the first time I ever got to meet him. And then I actually met him again the following day or 2 days later when I was picked up by the family. Your family got to meet Skip Bertman and some of the players. And one thing I remember my parents and them bought, this was an old classic hat, like snapback. This defined the 90s. It almost looks like a golf hat. It's got, at the time when they had 4 national championships, he signed. You can see right there. That's the only thing I have left in memory from that camp I attended in 1998 was this hat that my parents bought me, and he signed it before I left to go home and finish my summer off. I wish I still had my baseball he signed. I don't know what happened to it. I wish I'd have took care of it, but unfortunately that one was on me. Now, luckily, I have seen him over the years of all the baseball games I've attended. I've seen him in person. I just never really took the time to like go bother him, let him watch the game he loves and whatnot. But I was lucky enough to see him one more time. About a year ago, I went to the Tennessee game, and he had a book. Skip Bertman had a book, Everything Matters in Baseball, the Skip Bertman story. I thought this thing just came out. Supposedly he had this book. It was published like years before that. Like I don't remember when this book got published. I think it was like in 2019 or something, or right before COVID. I think the book got published. But I think I've searched first. I bought this copy when I went to see them again, but I was looking for a copy of my own when I was going to the game because I was going to go meet him. And a buddy of mine who's a season ticket holder, he bought his book on Amazon, and I got that book signed for him. But while I was over there, my grandpa, who idolized Skip Bertman as well, even though they're only about 6 years apart, he wanted me to buy him a book and get it signed by him as well. And as you can see, Skip signed the book. He made it out to my grandpa. They called my grandpa Hook. Perks of being a great dad. Hold the line. Like he had a line that always said, "Hold the line." This is kind of a Johnny Cash thing. I don't know, but then you see he signed it at the bottom. Even the Glenn Gilbo even signed it at the bottom as well. But when I got that book signed for my grandpa and one of my friends, I had the nerve. I was pleasured to meet him again, and this was taken April of 2025. Still a genuine, loving person, wonderful guy to talk to. And I showed him the picture I showed you before. Had it in my phone. When I showed him that picture, I wish I could have videoed his reaction. When he saw that I went to his baseball camp as a kid, and I came back to see him again to get his book, have him sign it, and I got to take a picture with him again. Did a little comparison photo on my Facebook post that gained some attention. Everyone loved it. And who would have thought? Unfortunately, this would have been the last time I ever got to talk to Skip, even take a picture with him. And he will be missed. One of the father of LSU baseball, we called him. One of the all-time best. Changed the game forever for LSU baseball that they even put a statue of him. They made a plaza in honor of him at the time. I took this in 2019 going to a college game day at around 4 or 5 in the morning. This is just outside of Alex Box Stadium. You can't miss it. Right by the little championship plaza where they have all the plaques up of their national championships and the flagpoles with the national championship flags all around the little plaza area. This is up for the public. You can stand next to it. I've stood next to it before. I've had a picture taken with it, but I don't have it on my phone. But this is like his legacy will live forever at LSU. True pioneer. One of the greatest coaches to ever coach in LSU history. And like I said, one of the all-time great coaches in college baseball. I'd put him in my Mount Rushmore. But if there's anything I could say to him, all I could say is thank you for what he started. He started a championship dynasty. He started a legacy. We're still to this day, we're one of the most dynamic programs in all of college baseball. And winning a few more after his days of coaching, winning at least 3 more. Should have been 4. But we're lucky to get 3 more after his days as a coach and athletic director. But was always still there. You would always see him sitting behind home plate. But he will get his rest. Rest in peace, Coach Skip Bertman. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless LSU baseball. God bless the game of baseball. And, of course, God bless America. He will be missed. I know the upcoming season in 2027 will not be the same without him there, but hopefully he will be there in spirit and he can help the Tigers win on the diamond at the box on the field named after him, by the way, Alex Box Stadium at Skip Bertman Field. He can help the Tigers lead to victory, and we can always hear one of the most iconic lines in LSU baseball history. Tigers win, Tigers win, Tigers win. You can pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye. You know he'll be smiling down watching his favorite team he ever coached for in the game he played. So my semi-condolences to his family, his loved one, everyone that he loved, that was his loved ones, the players he coached, the coaches he worked with, the media, the whole LSU family that was a part of his life. I send my condolences to everyone, especially the true diehard LSU fans that are mourning this tragic loss of one of the very best of all time. I send my thoughts and prayers to everyone. We'll get through this together, and we're just going to keep on. We're going to keep going. Life goes on. Rest in peace to the very legendary Skip Bertman. But that's all I got. I wanted to hop in, share some stories and thoughts about him and some stats and everything. But back on a regular basis, you can catch me next week. I'm going to go back to Wednesday nights when football season's underway. But until then, I got one more Thursday show I'm going to do next week. Then I'm going to jump back to Wednesdays. But if you're watching this, thank you for watching and tuning in. I appreciate the love and support. Check out, again, Driving to the Top Productions, the College Huddle, and even check out my brand, Dirty South Entertainment. But until then, thank you guys. Always go Tigers. Peace, love. I'm out. God bless y'all. God bless America. I'm out. Y'all have a good weekend.